from Joe I.A. Stadium in Ruston, Louisiana. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the UL Monroe Warhawks and the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, I caught up with the Warhawks head coach. This team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Warhawks offense will go to work first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Palmer.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
With the catch, it's Howard. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Warhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Walker. Got enough for the first. Oh, what a move to get open. Might have a chance. Into the house. Touchdown, UL Monroe. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
From inside the 15, here comes a return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Bulldogs offense will now get its first chance with the football. And there he is, this senior wide receiver, coming off a game of nearly 100 yards and a couple of scores. Offense in a bunch formation. Dropping back, it's Welsh. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have his hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Oh, he makes the catch. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Looking for the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Warhawks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he coughs it up inside the 20. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. Louisiana Tech starts this drive as the offense goes on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, UL Monroe. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Welch. Makes the grab on the left. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Burgess. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Firing to the right, complete. Great move. Now he's got room. Caught, and he's got room.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Off the play fake on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Bulldogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech.
And sometimes these games can snowball. You get down 21, next thing you know, you look up, it might be 35. Nice and...
Oh, and they blocked it. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Evans. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick. Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He'll run into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the trickery pays off. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to pass. It's Welsh. Rushes on him. Flips it out in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. There on second down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Had to get rid of it quickly. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. That's the sophomore safety that the trainers are taking a look at. We'll let you know how he's doing as soon as we find out. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. At the 45 on his way. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Here we go. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. On the ground, it's Walker. Picks up the first down. Open space at the 25. He is in! Touchdown, Warhawks!
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Louisiana Monroe has the edge. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again.
Number 27 sets a kickoff.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working that left side now.
Oh, I love when they sneak the big fella out of the backfield, usually blocking so much. Nice job with a little play action, slide him, give him the rock.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's Burgess. Chain gang on the move, it'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. They'll send the back in motion. Here comes the heat. He's got him in the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. The run inside. It's Burgess. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Wants to bring it back. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Louisiana Monroe offense heads out onto the field to open this drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been...
Lets it fly. Goes high to pull it in. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Burgess. Oh, he's got some space. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Welch. Bringing the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He will need some oomph in this. They get through, and it's blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball.
And how about the speed by that defender coming off the edge to block that field goal? Wow.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Howard. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another 1st down here on 1st and 10. Makes it past the marker. Oh, what a move to get room. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Warhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Maybe some room here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Warhawks! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive.
The space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Running inside. It's Small. And he's brought down after a nice gain on the play. Give him 7 on that one. And now we've reached the 2-minute timeout. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Welch. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like the...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll move the wide receiver. A run for the quarterback. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. The run inside. It's Walker. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Got his man. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Now on 1st and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. Tight end now in motion. He's looking to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his back in the middle. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throwing catch. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, UL Monroe. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
57, Louisiana's at 6.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro is...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with Minnesota taking on the number 12 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Gophers, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And I guess what they can take away from this one is they're back to even, 3-3 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game in Ruston. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win.
I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's James. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. From the gun, wants to pass. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked knocked him out of field goal range.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walker. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Smashes ahead. There's a crease. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Warhawks! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
64. Louisiana's at 6.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Defense wants to bring the heat. Running inside. It's small. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive guys.
He'll take the deep shot. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Graves. They're working that left side. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Warhawks come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Going deep. Leaping grab for a big gain.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Man, I like the response by this defense. They've given up some yards, gotten all the way down here near the goal line, but 2 straight plays, 2 straight incompletions, now forcing a 3rd down. They'll be happy to get...
Touchdown, UL Monroe! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's sharp. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. New set of downs after the completion. Off play action on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Tosses it incomplete.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Now the play fake. Time to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're dealing with a second and long. Breaks the tackle. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. Now facing a third and long. To the air, it's Graves. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. There he goes. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. And the Warhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Westbrook. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On fourth down, going to the air. He rifles one deep to the left. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. They feed him again. Runs through the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run inside. It's small. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Punt is in the air. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Warhawks want to crank the tempo. He'll run it again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Graves. Escapes the pressure to his right. He'll pull it down and run. Still could be an alley. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Warhawks are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Westbrook. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Headed to the end zone. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He'll throw on 3rd down. Fires to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. To the ground to try to move the chains. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick release by the QB. Could not make his way to the corner. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. Running inside. It's small. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
It really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by